don't know who this is for, but this is a message for someone that has been trying to force the connection with God by asking him for a vision, a revelation, a word, maybe a dream. But it seems like God is silent and nothing is coming. I realized recently that I was doing exactly that. Because I share messages about God and I share visions and dreams and words he gives me, I started feeling pressure, like I always needed a revelation, a vision, a word from the Holy Spirit to preach. And when I didn't receive something like that, I started feeling guilty, like I wasn't serving him well, like I wasn't using the gifts he gave me the way I should. And honestly, it came from a place of wanting to use the gifts God gave me well. I know he has called me to preach his word, right, and share what he reveals. So when I didn't have something to share, I just felt stuck. And I started asking him for revelations and for dreams and for visions because I felt like maybe I was disappointing him. But at the same time, he's the one that is meant to give them to me, right? I'm not gonna make things up. So yeah, I just felt stuck. And something interesting happened the other day. I decided to wear this shirt, right, that I decided to wear today to show you. And it's written, "Be still and know that I am God." And I realized that that verse came from book of Psalm 46:10, the exact psalm I had felt drawn to read earlier that day, but somehow resisted. I don't know why, but that's a sign that God always draws your attention and gets you to pay attention to the things he wants you to pay attention to. Anyway, and when I went deeper into that verse, I realized something powerful. Be still doesn't just mean to be quiet. The verb in Hebrew is rapha. It also means to let go, to release, and to stop striving. And that's when something clicked, really. I realized that somewhere along the way, even though it is something I know not to do, I had started seeking what God gives more than seeking God himself, which is interesting because the revelations, the dreams, the words from God, those things are the fruits of the relationship. They are not what creates the relationship. Just like good works are the fruits of salvation, and salvation doesn't come from good works, right? It only comes from Jesus Christ. Because God doesn't love us more when we perform more. The works we do for him is not what connects us to him. What pleases him is when we seek him, know him, and spend time with him. And from that place of connection, the revelations and the words he wants us to share come naturally. Because when I really thought about it, all the revelations, the dreams, the visions that I got, they were never coming from a place of me asking for one. They always came from a place where I was fully still, actually. A lot of the words I get are when I just wake up from a nap. They come when I am reading the Bible and I'm realizing something, or I have a revelation about something, or I'm praying and I'm being silent, or I'm speaking to God and something comes to my mind, an idea comes to my mind, a revelation comes to my mind. It has always come from a place of me being with God and seeking him and spending time with him, being fully present and being in a place of surrender and stillness. So if you've been feeling spiritually tired, like you're trying to force your connection with God, like you have to chase after him, you have to get him to give you something, maybe the invitation is simply this: to be still and to know that he is God. God bless you guys. Bye.